Hello everyone, this is Coach Steve for your Monday, May the 4th workout. Just like last week, we're going to have 4 sections of our WOD for today. It's going to be a warm-up, a strength, a WOD, and a finisher. And we'll just get right into the warm-up. It's going to start off with 2 rounds of 25 jumping jacks. Just like what we've been doing since elementary school. Up and down, 25 times. Then we'll go into 25 mountain climbers. Get into that high plank position, just switching our feet to where our knees touch our elbows and going back and forth. And then we'll finish off those first 2 rounds with lateral jumps over dumbbells. I have mine on the floor right here. Just gonna jump over them. Just like that. Once we're finished with those 2 rounds, we'll go into another 2 rounds of 10 alternating dumbbell presses. I'll take my dumbbells. It's gonna get in that nice front rack position. And we're just gonna put 1 up overhead, bring it back to the shoulder, up, back to the shoulder. Again, alternating 10 times, 5 per side. And if you wanna do push press with a slight dip, you can do that as well. It's kind of getting a little bit of a warm-up in. Then we'll move into 10 alternating dumbbell bent over rows. So again, we're going to start off with some slightly bent knees. We're going to hinge at the hips to where our chest, our torso is going to be parallel to the floor. We're going to have full extension of the elbows to right out in front of you. And we're just going to single arm alternate dumbbell rows, bring that weight to the chest about nipple level. And again, 10 times, 5 per side as well. Then we're going to get into 10 double dumbbell swings. Just like kettlebell swings, just with 2 dumbbells. If you have some heavier ones, maybe just go for the single. That's totally fine. If you feel comfortable with going 2 with heavy dumbbells, that's totally fine. But all we're wanting to do is just get a nice wide stance, a little bit wider than your hip width apart, and we're just going to bring the dumbbells in between our legs and use our hips to thrust it up to where the dumbbells come eye level, and come back down, just like so, 10 times. Then we're going to finish off the second 2 rounds with 10 dumbbell burpees. Just like a regular burpee, we're going to be holding on to dumbbells, going down into a burpee, come back up, standing straight up. No need for a hop. If you have heavier dumbbells, just make sure you're watching your back when you come back up from rounding out the back. And we'll move on to the strength. All right, and now for our strength. We're gonna do 4 sets of dumbbell floor presses with a rep scheme of 10, 12, 14, and 16. And then in between each set, we're going to complete 10 burpees. So for those floor presses, we'll grab the dumbbells like so. We're just going to make sure that we have our 5 points of contact with the floor. It's going to be our head, our shoulders, our hips, and our left foot and our right foot. We're just going to have our weights over our chest with our arms fully extended, and we're going to come down to about a 45-degree angle with the elbows, and then come back up, where the weight's going to be just over your chest. Come back up. And again, we're going to do 10. Next set will be 12, followed by 14, then 16. If you also have a dumbbell, that would be great to do as well, with a little bit of added weight if you'd like. Then, like I said, in between each set, we're going to do 10 burpees. All we're going to do is just go down to the ground, come all the way down, pop ourselves back up, plant our feet, have a little bit of a hop. All right? And again, it's going down and back up. And now for our WOD. We're going to do a 9-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible with 3 movements. First, we're gonna do 8 bent over rows. You can be done with either a pair of dumbbells or a barbell. Either way works. Then we'll do 8 double dumbbell snatches, then followed by, lastly, by a 100-meter run. So again, we'll start off with the 8 bent over rows, just like what we were doing with the warm-up, except we're gonna, instead of alternating with single arms going back and forth, we're just gonna use both arms at the same time. Again, start off with those slightly bent knees. We're gonna hinge at the hips to where our chest is parallel with the ground. Arms at full extension, and we're just gonna bring the dumbbells or the barbell up to our chest and back down. Just like so, and just so we don't jerk, bring it up like that. Make sure that you're just in that solid position all the way through. All right? Then we'll move on to those 8 double dumbbell snatches. Again, we'll go from the hang. If you're following along with our Saturday workout, it's exactly what we were doing. Let's just start from the hang as well. So again, from above the knee, coming all the way up, keeping those dumbbells as close to your body as possible, having that elbows nice and high, then catching it overhead, then standing up with it, going back down. So again, nice full speed, coming up, coming back down. And if you want to do it with a broomstick or a barbell, perfectly fine. Again, we'll just get a nice wide position. This is not quite wide enough for me on my broomstick here, but if I was on my barbell, I'd go a little bit wider. But again, we'll just go from the hang, coming all the way up, catching it that overhead position, then standing up with it. And then we'll go for that 100-meter run. And if you don't feel like running, just go ahead and do some form of cardio just to keep your heart rate elevated for at least 30 seconds to maybe about 45 seconds. And lastly, our finisher. We're going to do 4 rounds of 20 Russian twists and 20 bicycle crunches. Now, with our Russian twist, just like we've always been doing, we will take our dumbbell, our weight, kettlebell, plate, whatever you have, and we're just going to get our feet off the ground, and we'll just go back and forth. Again, 20 times, and then we'll finish off the rounds with 20 bicycle crunches. What we'll do is we'll have our hands and our fingers interlaced like so, put them behind your head, get into a position where your back's going to be on the ground, flat, elevate your knees, and all we're going to do is just bring our elbows to our knees and go back and forth. And again, we'll do that 20 times. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's workout. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. And thank you very much for your time. We look forward to seeing you later on in the week. Take care.